everybody. Everyone wants to go viral, but what happens after those views come in? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what no one will tell you about viral products. The burnout, the copycats, the profit lies, straight up lies. If you have ever dreamt of your product just blowing up, this episode is your wake-up call. I'm Wayne Altman. This is Straight Talk Commerce Podcast. We begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
No fluff, no hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I break it down with the sharpest minds. Money, moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in. Super big names, big games. All the lessons they bring, from Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros, we crack the code. Now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know with Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.
What's up, everybody? Wayne here. Welcome back to another episode of Straight Talk Commerce Podcast. Today's topic is a big one. The truth about viral products that no one but me will tell you. We've all seen the Shopify screenshots, 100,000, 100K in 24 hours, or the TikTok videos. Man, you cannot turn on TikTok without seeing somebody selling thousands of units of the weight shaker or the slushy cup or whatever it is. What if I told you that for most of those people, virality, going viral, was the worst thing that could ever happen to their business? Today, I am breaking down 6 real-life cases, successes, failures, lessons, and the 5 ugly truths behind every viral hit you see. Buckle up, because this one's going to change how you think about going viral. First point I want to make to you is virality does not equal longevity. Just because your video hits 1 million views does not mean that your business is going to last 15 minutes. Virality is a moment in time. It is a dopamine hit. It is an impulse. People buy your product because it's trending, not because they're loyal to your brand. And the scary part, that same wave that lifts you up, that tsunami that just goes 100 feet high, is going to crash hard if you're not ready. I've seen brands get 10,000 orders from one video. Matter of fact, it's happened to us. And then 2 months later, you can't even pay your staff because those buyers, they don't come back for a second product or to purchase that again. And if you don't have a plan to turn those those one-time buyers into lifetime customers, you're building sandcastles in the tide. It's just not going to work out for you. You need to have a set, a plan for when those sales start coming in. What's next? What's next? You should always be asking yourself, what's next? The second part of this is, on viral products, they tend to have very low margins. Their margins are garbage, man. Very tight margins. And that's what makes them it kind of puts them in that viral category, because people are getting a product that seems really super exciting at a super good price. That tends to equal very little profit for you. A viral product looks like it's making bank. You may see 500,000 in a weekend. That's what they sold. And the screenshots look super attractive. It's not what they made. Behind that, discount codes, affiliate cuts, influencer fees, paid ads, rush shipping, customer service nightmares you would not believe. I'm not saying that it's all bad. I'm going to give you a system to make those viral products really work for you. But I want to first lay the groundwork where you're saying, oh man, that would, all of these things seem very plausible and would be horrible. Wayne, please tell us how to avoid those things. That's what I'm doing. Okay. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. One brand I know hit 2.1 million in top line revenue during a viral moment. It was a makeup brand, and walked away with less than $30,000 in profit. 2.1 million banked, and less than $30,000 in profit. Now, why? Because they slashed their prices to win the trend and did not make a margin buffer. They did not build in profit to that. They went for the sale, but they did not put anything in there for themselves. And it's very much like driving a Ferrari off a cliff. It's fast, it's flashy, and it's fatal to your bank account. You don't want to do that over and over and over again. Worked for a teeth whitening company. Pretty much the same thing. Teeth whitening, home teeth whitening kits came at it went extremely viral. Conor McGregor, everybody had their own teeth whitening brand. And the teeth whitening brand that I worked for at the time, the owner actually had the patent on all of the gel that used, so everybody, he was making money everywhere. But he created such a circumstance that even his own brand tanked because he did not plan for it to go as viral and sell as much as quickly as it did. And you're not going to make that same mistake. Virality is going to break you. It will break you if you are not operationally ready. This is the one that really no one talks about. I've never heard anybody talk about this, and I'm happy to share it with you. You may think you want 10,000 orders overnight, but be honest. Could you handle 10,000 orders overnight? Are you ready, or is your partner ready to fulfill that 10,000 orders in 24 hours? Do you have the customer service representatives standing by and prepared for the flood of emails, complaints, and refund requests? Is that standing by? Are you ready for that if that happens? And can your 3PL, can they handle it without exploding? Can your shipper, can they handle that? I mean, no one wants the call from your drop shipper saying, hey, look, we can't handle all these orders. Well, what are you doing to us? That is a gut punch like you will not believe. So you've got to make sure that all of these things are well within parameters that are acceptable. That you know that going forward, you have the resources to draw from. You have a plan B, a plan C, and even a plan D. If one packer fails, you got to have somebody standing by that can pick up the slack and help so you don't miss out and you don't have to lower expectations and profit margin. I know a supplement brand that went viral thanks to a celebrity endorsement. I can't remember now who it was exactly, but 40,000 orders. The numbers I remember, 40,000 orders in 72 hours. The 3 days they had 40,000 orders, but their Shopify site was throttled. Their supplier couldn't restock in time. Their Stripe account got frozen due to chargebacks on this. They had no contact with Stripe and let them know, hey, look, we're right in the middle of going viral, and so their Stripe account got frozen, and the end result was they owed more money than they actually made. It was it was horrific for that business. They almost never dug out of it. They're back in business, doing great, but it was a very hairy touch and go. Believe me, I had a website where had no idea that one of the products that I held on this website contained CBD, and my Stripe, my credit card vendor, would not approve any products that carried CBD. And since I didn't know that the shampoo, by the way, had CBD in it, and they did not bother to tell me that they were freezing my account, had a product that kind of went viral a little bit, and we were unable to fulfill those orders, all because of the poor communication between my credit company, my credit card company, and myself. Those things happen. So you got to be ready. You got to make sure that there's constant communication. And by the way, it took me a long time to figure out. They would not tell me what product it was on my site that I was selling that contained bad ingredients. So that made it extremely difficult when they won't even tell you. I had to change that relationship because, like I said, poor communication. But they would not, no one seemed to have the answer of what it finally was. I did discover it later. You also have to prepare for copycats because they come fast and they are ruthless. Let me tell you a quick story. I'm working for the same teeth whitening company, and we are watching in real time. We had an Amazon store and our own website, and we are watching in real time our competitors place pornographic materials on our other competitors. We never got this to happen to us, but we watched in real time as they put pornographic pictures on the website and on the Amazon store of our competitors. So that's how ruthless this gets. In the age of TikTok and AliExpress, the millisecond that your product hits, someone is reverse engineering what you did to get to that viral success. Believe that. And Chinese manufacturers watch social media for breakout hits, and they watch it like a hawk. Part of the reason for all these tariffs is because of this. They are ruthless when it comes to business. Within 24 hours, your product is on every drop shipping platform under 15 different names, usually for half of the price that you're selling it for. So if you don't guard and protect that, you are going to find yourself in a situation where you're charging more. It stops going viral for you because you're charging more for the product than all these rip-off artists around you are. You are not just fighting for customers. You are fighting against an army of knockoffs with faster fulfillment and lower margins. Someone is always going to be willing to lower that bar and sell for cheaper than you. Don't let that be you, by the way. If you don't have a brand that people trust or intellectual property that is protected and that is protecting you, you're dead in the water. Let me say that again. If you do not have intellectual property that is protected or a brand that people trust, you are going to be dead in the water the second you start sniffing some profits. Remember the posture corrector craze a couple years ago? Wasn't even that long ago. They had the straps and everybody wanted their shoulders back and posture corrector. You know, thousands of sellers popped up and identical product, and they all raced to the bottom. I mean, one day you were buying those for $25, the next day you were buying for $5.99. It was absolutely bedlam. And only the few who built actual brands could sell that product. Those that were trusted could actually sell that product. It gets really nasty. It's kind of what makes it fun, though, a little bit. The algorithm does not care about you. Let me tell you that. The algorithm, Google's algorithm, Facebook algorithm, YouTube algorithm, Instagram, you name it, the algorithm could not give a fat crap about you. And that hurts. You think that your platform loves you, and all appearances, it does. You think TikTok finally sees you. Your content is blowing up. Those orders are popping, man, flowing in. You're on top of the world. And then crickets. One tweak in that algorithm, and your views go from 500,000 to 5,000. TikTok doesn't owe you traffic. Instagram will not, they don't owe you reach. You are renting their attention. and the landlord can and will evict you at any moment. Make no mistake about it. One day you're riding high on YouTube. Look around you. One day you're riding high on Instagram or on TikTok or Facebook, and the next minute, you are toast. That's why building email lists, SMS communities, and your own channels is so important. It's a non-negotiable. If your traffic disappears overnight, you can still make sales? Can you? If not, you built your house on quicksand. You put your fortune in someone else's hand. And that is not a good place to be. Okay, so now I've kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit. Let's get into some real stories. I'm going to give you 6 case studies. I love doing the case study. Some of these are going to be very inspiring. Some of these are going to be extremely painful. All of them should be incredibly revealing to you. These are entrepreneurs, real people, who live through the hype, breakdown, and the rebuilds. Let's talk about it for a minute. Case study number 1, the collapse. I like to call this one the collapse. Remember the rose quartz water bottle? It was a wellness brand. It posted a TikTok about their crystal-infused water bottle. 12 million views, 50,000 orders in 10 days. It's awesome. That's a real viral moment. But, fulfillment was not ready. Bottles arrived to the customers broken. Customer service absolutely collapsed. Refunds spiked through the roof. The end result, their payment processor froze $200,000 of their money, and they went under in 90 days. It took 90 days for them to go completely under. And they had a very popular wellness brand. Do not go viral if your back end cannot handle the stress. If it isn't bulletproof, pray to God that you don't go viral, because it will kill you. It will kill your business faster than probably anything I can think of. Case study number 2, the copycat storm. The LED face mask. Yeah, I see the recognition. A beauty influencer goes viral with an LED face mask. It was a great product. $1.3 million in revenue in 6 weeks. 6 weeks, you guys. Suddenly, copycats pop up everywhere. Identical masks from Alibaba at half the price she's selling at. That brand died off again in 90 days. And there's a reason for the 90 days. And I want you to put in the comment what you think the reason these businesses die in 90 days. Okay, why does 90 days seem to be the time frame that matters? Put it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. If you don't have a brand moat or IP protection, your shelf life is weeks. Your shelf life is minutes, weeks, but not years. You're going out of business. There's just no, if you can't protect what you're selling, you're at high tide, and it's very dangerous for you to operate there. It's not good. Case study number 3, the one-hit wonder. This one is hysterical to me. The reusable cotton swab. Maybe some of you don't even know what I'm talking about here, but it was an eco-friendly Q-tip. And it launched with a very clever video. 25 million views on Facebook alone. And it was a massive first wave hit. The problem is no one reordered that product. It was a one-time and one-time only, one-hit wonder, one-time novelty. And a year later, sales were down 95%. The company still operates. They're scrambling to find a product to insert in that slot. But their chances of going viral again, I'd give them probably about a 30% chance. You cannot have a product that doesn't have built-in obsolescence to a certain degree. And if you're confused about what built-in obsolescence is, it means that somewhere in the building of that product, it will either break, it will either wear out, it will either, something causes that product to need to be repurchased. That's what you're looking for here, okay? Virality will not build a business unless you have lifetime value, LTV, repeat, and ecosystem thinking. You have to think. If you have a product that is climate adjacent, it needs to have some lifetime value to that product. You need to find some way of recycling or people buying that product from you over again. Case study number 4, smart scalability, the Ridge wallet. Here's a great one. Great example. Before they went viral, they did it intentionally, by the way. They had ops, marketing, and fulfillment dialed in before they ever scaled. And the way they scaled Ridge Wallet with a couple minor exceptions is fantastic. They reinvested into building a strong brand, and they expanded into multiple verticals. And they're still going strong, even after, like I said, some massive hiccups. And do a quick search on the internet, and you can find out what those are. You know what? I'll put some video of what happened, what went wrong. But Ridge Wallet is one that is a very good success story. I cannot tell you how proud I am of how they handled this entire situation and where they've gone since then. And by the way, it's an absolutely fantastic product. Highly recommend Ridge Wallets. They're really a good product. Number 5, the Burnout, custom jewelry startup. It went viral thanks to a celebrity shout out. And they had very quickly 15,000 orders. The founder worked 20 hours a day for months and months and months, fulfilling these orders by hand. But after 6 months, she quit. She shut it down. Because success without systems is going to burn you out. You are not a machine. And if you are insistent upon being the one to handle every single thing, you do not want to go viral. You have to have a team behind you. No man is an island. This does not work. Teamwork is what makes the dream work, okay? I mean, you got to think about what happens if you got to that success. Many people don't think about that. You know, they want the success, they work for the success, but they don't think about what it looks like to be successful. And you've got to. Case number 6, the Pivot, the notebook company. Original product was a planner. It had a QR code, and it uploaded the notes that you took from the planner onto your onto the cloud. It went viral for productivity TikTokers. Sales exploded. Instead of riding the high, they doubled down on product lines and became a full-on stationary brand. So the lesson here is use your virility as a launch pad, not as a finish line. What I'm saying to you is, if you are looking just to get the hit, to take that initial morphine or that dopamine, you are going to burn out quickly. You are not going to survive that. And you're going to just blow yourself up. And by the way, there's no guarantee that you'll have a second viral hit or a third viral hit. Do not rely on, the moral is, do not rely on virility that's not a business. That's absolutely not a business. Now, how do we prepare? How do we do that? What should you do if your product actually takes off? Or are you planning for that? Okay. Number 1, build operations first. Fulfillment, inventory buffers, refund handling, support. Make sure those are in place before anything else. Take some time, build a brand that will actually, that, wait, this is how fulfillment works. This is how our refunds work. This is who I can call to bring people in when I sell more than I thought I was going to. Number 2, capture data early. From day 1, you should be capturing data. Make sure that you know every name, address, phone numbers, all the information from all of your customers as quickly as possible from day 1. Collect their email, their push notifications, retarget those individuals, or at the very least, have them standing by for retargeting. Sometimes you'll hit a viral product, you won't have time to retarget them with other products. But you want to make sure that once that initial rush is over, that they're standing ready to be retargeted again. Number 3, reinforce the brand. Make it clear to everyone that's watching who you are, not what you sell. That's different. People will follow stories. They will not follow products or trends. They will follow stories. They will not follow trends. So reinforce your brand as often as you possibly can. And look around you for examples of what I am talking about. Focus on the lifetime value of your customer, not on likes. Most people, I'll even ask you right now, if you've gotten to this point in the video, please like this video. Give me a like. And those people that are watching this video, take a look at the likes for this video. You cannot trust people to like your video. It just doesn't work. People they don't want to take that extra time to do that, even when they're asked. Your subscriptions, your ecosystems that you build, your product extensions, those are the things you focus on. Those value adds that you are adding toward people. That's what's going to carry the day. All right. If you got any value today, I would like for you to please hit that subscribe button. Please engage. Drop a comment. You liked, you didn't like, whatever it is, please engage this channel. And share this with someone you know that is building an e-commerce brand or is thinking about building an e-commerce brand. I want to hear your stories. I am getting flooded with people telling me and asking me questions, and I love it. And that is my manna. That is my lifeblood. I love it. Also, answer the question, have you ever gone viral, and what did it cost you, or what did you make from that? And you can be as general as you would like. I would absolutely love to share that in my next episode. Because next week, we're talking about how to prepare your store for acquisition. We have worked for years on a store that we are going to be selling. I'm going to include what private equity buyers are really looking for. So hit the notification bell so you don't miss that episode. Listen, I really appreciate all of you watching Straight Talk Commerce. It has been so much fun, and I intend to do this for many, many years to come. So until next week, thank you very much. Great selling, and I hope you go viral.
No hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I break it down with the sharpest minds. Money, moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in live. Big names, big games, all the lessons they bring. From Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros. We crack the code, now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know with Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.